Drew, if you didn't have $1,000 to spend on the gift, you should have just said that and left the wig at home.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on.
Real Housewives Atlanta season 13 season finale. Girl, I tell you, this was a gag episode. Let me tell you, from Latoya being drunk, let me tell you something, Bravo. I know Latoya was drunk, boots, and I know y'all had to edit some of that out. There is no way. Sis was lit by the time she walked in the door. When I tell you, this episode was a key, and it wasn't even in a good way. This was like the worst season finale of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, this was by far the worst. And I understand when it comes to COVID and all of the troubles going to trying to get this and done, because this is like December or probably November, where they know that Joe Biden won the presidency, so it's probably like late November, early December or something. And I felt like this season finale could have been better. Like, it was, if it wasn't for Latoya and Drew, I would have hated this episode. But girl, we got a lot to talk about in this episode of Housewives, girl, so let's get it. We start off, Candace getting her little plaque for, opening up the business in the area, whatever. Congratulations to Candy, Still have not been to the steakhouse and all that, but I've heard some good things from some friends who went. When I go, I'll definitely let y'all know. Cynthia is talking to Marc about moving to Atlanta. It makes the perfect sense. I feel like Cynthia is making way more money. Like, it will hurt her, it will hurt them together if Cynthia was to leave Atlanta and go to where Mike Will made it is at. So I think that's smart. Porsha is on the trail. She's on a campaign trail trying to get Warnock and Ossoff elected for the Georgia runoff. And look really good for Porsha. Looks good for her, her father, her great-grandfather, her father, somebody. I can't remember. I don't know if it's her great-granddad. I don't know. So I have to forgive me. But, that's in her legacy, so I thought that was really cute for her. Congratulations to her. So we get to Drew, Josiah, and Ralph, and they're about to meet up with, quote-unquote, old daddy. I already told y'all I really don't like the phrase, old daddy. I just think that Drew has been treating this whole conversation with Josiah's biological father with girl, you need a therapist or some type of family counselor, because the way you're engaging in this conversation with this whole thing, it's just I don't like it. First of all, I'm gonna tell y'all completely honest. The camera should not have been there. You can tell that Josiah is very uncomfortable. He's uncomfortable around his father, as a child should be with somebody who has not been in their life like that, which is understandable. Why would you invite cameras to be a part of this process? People are saying, oh, well, she signed up for this and this is realistic, they need to record it. No, she could have easily just said, hey, this is kind of sensitive. I'm not comfortable with Josiah being put in front of this. Let's see how it goes, da-da-da-da. I'm very uncomfortable with this. I cringed watching it. I felt bad for the dad. The dad seems like he is trying his best from what we see on the camera, what Bravo is showing us. And I felt bad for him. Even if he was late, all these things, it was just bad. And y'all are having this conversation with this child right here, which tells me that y'all are comfortable kind of shading the daddy a little bit in private around him. So of course, he's like, I don't know why I'm being around this person. Why are we doing this? This conversation should have been it should have been some care and some grace with it. This is this child's biological father. It's not old daddy, it's not new daddy, it's his biological father. And I'm just not understanding how I just didn't like it. When he showed up, you can tell he's trying, and it's just the child is just so uncomfortable. I hated everything about this. And I kind of try to prop Ralph for being a good dad and all this other stuff. When Ralph got his own issues and him flying out the state and going to another state and not telling his wife what hotel he's staying in, why he just randomly went somewhere and didn't inform his family. So I hated everything about this meeting up with the dad and stuff. A dad should have been left out. The guy was handsome, he seemed cool, seemed like he's trying. He's not coming off as deadbeat to me, and I'm just I hate it so much. I felt like they should have just been left out. But Kenya's talking to her therapist, and I'm gonna be completely honest. We don't care, Kenya. I don't care anymore. It's not making sense for me how this man comes here and he disrespects you. Like, he's not answering the phone for you. He's blocking your number, but he comes in, he's sleeping in your bed, and he's like saying this sexual stuff. Like, you telling us all this stuff, and the way you be going at and popping off on everybody else and dragging, and you all in Porsha stuff when it comes to Bolo, and you dragging this and that, and you being a caretaker for Latoya with her drunk ass, but you can't let this man who you have had brought a child in this world, but you can't let him know that he's being disrespectful to you. This man who put a ring on your finger, you can't tell him, hey, it's not giving. That's something I can't deal with. You strong with everybody else, but when it comes to your relationship, you yeah, like, no ma'am, no ma'am. Like, I'm not here for it. It just looks very weird for Kenya to be going at everybody. And this man is doing all of it, but you know what? It happens. Like, that's the thing. That's the thing. That's like, it happens. Yes, the person who can't take care of their own stuff. And the reason why they're doing that is because they're dealing with their own situation at home that they have no control over. So they want to control everybody else's stuff. And that's what Kenya is doing. That's clearly, like, that's why she everybody, because she can't do that shit at home. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, she can't do that to home, so she want to do it to everybody else. Like, and I don't care about Marc blocking her. I don't care about them divorcing, divorcing. I don't care about Marc and Kenya. It is clear that Marc don't give a damn. He's not interested. He has not been shown on this episode, this season at all. He didn't even come to the reunion. He is not interested in doing any of these things. And Kenya is down there defending her damn self, and she looks stupid as hell. So I'm glad she got a therapist, because he got a lot to talk about. Because baby, she was talking about some, she was blocked. Kenya, I don't think she was blocked. I think he just turned his phone off. Then he texting her. We couldn't see the actual message, but apparently he said he was at the hospital. A friend was in an accident, and she's saying, "Oh well, how you at the hospital when they're not letting nobody in the hospital?" Which is true. Like, nobody can visit at the hospitals during COVID. It's just, you can't have visitors. Like, it's just not working like that. So I don't know to believe Kenya or not. I just really don't. And I don't care to even believe it or not, to be honest. So Cynthia wants to invite the girls over for a friendless, and she wants to do the white elephant and stuff. I have never heard of the white elephant ever before until, like, I seen this episode. I've never heard of these things. And the game seems like it's fun. The girls come over, and the girls are late. Let me tell y'all something. Porsha, if you would have came to my house 3 hours late, I would have closed the door in your face. If you and Drew would have came up to my fucking, bitch, I done got upset. If you would have showed up to my event 3 hours and 30 minutes late, I would have told you to turn your ass around. Like, that is some disrespectful shit. I can see an hour because you live in Duluth, but baby, 3 hours and 30 minutes late, that is like beyond disrespectful. Like, that's some shit, like, I can't talk to you for the next couple of months. Like, and I had like a little friend and stuff, and I told my friends, I said, girl, if I'm spending money on food and I'm doing all this other stuff, and y'all show up 1 o'clock, I'm eating without you, and I don't want you to come. I'm just like, that's disrespectful. Like, get there. Like, yes, emergency happens. Like, some stuff happened, but girl, 3 hours late, and I know Porsha and them got to get the glam squad. They got to be looking right all there, and Porsha did look good when she showed up, but 3 hours and 30 minutes, that shit was ridiculous. And Drew, while you were out here showing up 3 hours, 30 minutes late because you probably had no gas in your damn car, you should have had an extra $1,000 to replace the time for you being late and them shitty ass gifts, because that didn't make no sense. Time to open gag gifts and all that other stuff. Everybody already took numbers before they got here. So Porsha comes in, she got number 1, she's the first one to open. So the game is starting, and we seeing the gifts. Baby, here's where it gets really funny and like juicy for me. I'm just like, okay, because Porsha excited. She's like, okay, I get number 1. So she opened her gift. Which one was? I can't think of what the first one she opened. What was it? Was it the bracelet? It was a Tiffany's bracelet or whatever. She opened it up. When I tell you, I screamed at the Tiffany's bracelet, because Porsha said she don't wear necklaces and bracelets. Then Bravo showed all the clips of her wearing bracelets and necklaces. Hilarious. And like, everybody, Candy was laughing. Like, Candy was tickled. Kenya was tickled about the whole, like, Cynthia, you could have did better than that. Like, you are the runner up behind Drew when it comes to like gifts. Like, girl, no ma'am. Mallory ass is giving a gift of some leftover wine from the wine cellar. And come, you all know, Mallory is Cynthia's manager at the wine closet. Like, girl. Baby, that has me tickled because Porsha was dragging it. Porsha was like, this ain't TV in the baby Cynthia, yeah, Mallory's just like, girl, I cannot. Y'all know Mallory ain't finna be spending no $1,000. Like, Mallory just like, no ma'am, girl. Like, Cynthia ain't paying that much for the wine closet. So it's time for Kenya to open her gift. Why can't you open up this gift from Drew and Kenya put it in like this cat thing? Kenya sticks her hand out and says it's a wig. When Kenya threw that wig on the ground, y'all, I literally had tears coming down my eyes watching Kenya throw that wig on the ground because I promise you, that would have been me. That would have been me had I got a gift like that. I would say, oh, okay. Kenya threw that shit on the ground. Drew feelings was so hurt. Drew was like, it's a $1,000 wig, it's this and that. She said, hold up. Kenya said, well, you can come get it. I would have threw that shit on the floor, and I tell you, it was Candace's faces for me. Candace was so like, what is this? Baby, I just like, no ma'am. That's a no ma'am for me. Like, and then it was the wig that they was talking about, like, no ma'am. I mean, it's funny that it went to Kenya. Like, Latoya, girl, I can't even get it out. Drew, what the hell is wrong with you? Not come to find out, it's some more stuff in there with Drew. She got a cassette player for the audio. So on the audio tape, it is an audio secret recording of Prophet Lott talking to Drew's friend or assistant about dating such and such and you know, being like finding such and such attractive, and that he was engaged. And Drew is using this as her excuse to say she was not lying, and that Latoya was preying on Prophet Lott, and she wanted some Prophet Ping, and all these things. And Candy was me in this moment. How does a grown ass man get preyed on when he is clearly saying that he was attracted to this woman? Make that make sense. Like, she kept talking about the Delilah spirit and da-da-da. If you don't shut your Methuselah ass up like that, irritated the hell out of me. And that's that patriarchy bullshit of, oh, a woman praying on a man and have them feeling some type of way and a man can't control himself. No, that grown ass man found Latoya attractive, and he was interested in getting her in her purse and all that other stuff. Like, they both consenting adults. Why does Drew care so much about it? Like, it was so foolish, it was so stupid. I can tell that Candy was getting irritated. She was already pissed off about the gag gift because it was stupid. And then you around here really pushing this stuff about the Delilah spirit. You praying on the prophet, you praying on my family. Girl, how that man played on your face when he was talking about some raining on your baby or doing whatever your baby with a full Beijing beard on. Like, sis, like, if you gonna be a Christian, at least have some type of spirit of discernment. You couldn't see through that bullshit and see that man was a scammer. I don't see why she kept trying to iterate that Prophet Lott was preyed on when this man said he did find Latoya attractive. What does it matter? Like, she wants to pin all of this. Just say you don't like Latoya. Just say that, Drew. Just say that you don't like Latoya. You don't have to use misogyny. You don't have to use it to justify your reason for she got a Delilah spirit. Like, Drew, we are in 2021. You talking like you in the 1800s. Like, it's just not making no sense for me for you to be around here talking like you fucking like we doing a Scarlet Letter or something. Like, you got to be kidding me. Talking about a Delilah spirit. You got the Delilah spirit. Like, what the hell is wrong with you, Drew? And you know it's bad, but we got to root for Latoya, the damn colorist. Like, girl, like, Drew, you made this season finale very hard to watch for you, girl. You made this season finale very hard. Like, I was like, I can't mess with Drew. She was pissing me off, like, getting upset. And I don't blame Latoya for coming and throwing that damn wig on her, telling her to shut the hell up and mind her own business. Like, I didn't mind Latoya getting at her and saying, girl, your man is flying the coop, your coochie dried up. I don't mind Latoya going off like that. Cause Drew was doing way too much. You praying with my family, you playing with that pastor was playing with you. He is the man that is in the ministry. Latoya ain't in no damn ministry, so if you letting some whatever spirit get, that means that you wasn't as powerful as you claim to be. You can prophesize that shit coming. Like, keep that moon crystal bullshit away from me with that. Like a man, oh my God. Oh my God, the woman came and I just lost control. That is how folks justify that women cannot experience sexual assault or rape or all the other stuff because they wanted it and they preyed on me. And like, what the is wrong with you? Like, Drew, we are in 2021. I didn't expect you to have a perfect politic, or I'm not expecting you to have a decent politic, but for you to say something like that, and like, it just really, it irked me so bad. It just irked me so bad. So, baby, they was about to get the scrapping. Latoya was ready, baby. She showed up. When she showed up, Latoya was drunk already. When Latoya showed up, she was already drunk. When them folks came down and Careless came, started singing, you can tell Latoya was drunk. Kenya was trying to grab her. Latoya, like, girl, it's worse than Homegirl. It's what's the Homegirl that had that left the other season? Like, it's bad. Like, it's bad. Like, what's that? Let me see the shoulders bouncing. Like, it was bad, girl. Y'all was down bad. So, girl, Latoya and Drew, players right here, turn the table up. I'm glad Candy got into Drew. And Drew was talking about something. You see that she was letting these folks in? No, girl, you the one that had jumped up. She threw that wig at you. You should have just paid it no attention. You should have said, okay, girl, whatever. Like, you a grown ass. I just don't get it. She clearly said she's divorced. She's getting a divorce. Why does it matter what she is doing with this profit? Like, why are you so pressed about this shit? Oh my God, like, Drew, let me tell you something. Your wig game, your boob game, and your makeup game, it ain't looking at all that for you to be doing all that, girl. Like, what you need to be focusing on is going back, figuring out how you can stop looking ashy as hell in front of the camera. Now I'm finna go in on your ass, getting on my nerves. Like, you need to be worried about coming back for next season. Like, girl, because the girl's saying you don't need to come back. I don't have no issue with you coming back, but Drew, Jesus Christ, it was too much. It was too much. We didn't even find out anything about what's going on with Ralph. Like, this season finale, I told y'all from the trailer, it looked dry as hell. I just don't even know what to expect. You know, the shit was dry when they started talking about Potomac for like 20 seconds in the damn reunion, because it's just not a good season for Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's honestly giving some of y'all need to be phased out. But reunion part 1 comes on this Sunday. I will be doing a live stream on that. For the people who are on Patreon, will be able to access that. I will be sending the link out the day before. I will be sending the link out on Patreon the day before I do the live. So check your Patreon. Make sure you got your notifications on. I will be going live Sunday, watching the reunion, which I'll doing a virtual reunion. So be ready for all of this stuff that's coming. I love y'all so much. I cannot wait for this reunion this giving. Let me know what you thought about this episode, this season finale, and I'll talk to you later on tonight. Bye.